Alright, what's up guys? Today we are testing out and ranking every single primary in the game of Rivals. Season 3 just happened, so this will be pretty up to date. Our first weapon that we have, Henry, get over here, is the Distortion. This fires out like a little barrage. Stop shooting me. Alright, this is also with my friend Henry, by the way. So we have the Distortion. So, our first weapon is the Distortion. This thing deals, let me get up close to this guy real quick. The Distortion deals 35 damage to the body and, how much damage does it deal to the head again?
I'm not sure.
35 to the body and 40 something to the head, I want to say. It has 70 ammo and doesn't have to reload at all. It does have a special ability, which Henry will activate on me. Which Henry will activate here. I think.
It does the same amount.
It pulls you in just like this, so you can shoot them up just like that.
But there's no bonus for headshots, by the way.
There is no bonus for headshots on this, so it will deal 35 damage regardless. Obviously, you can pair this with, like, Distortion and then bop, 157, that's an insta-kill. It's locked behind a Robux paywall, so it's obviously an insanely powerful weapon. It does have, like, a pretty high drop-off, so it's not, like, supposed to be used at range. Like, that guy's 50 studs away, and it doesn't deal that much damage. So it's obviously a more close or medium range weapon. Focus on, like, pairing the ability with, like, the shorty or something like that. I would say this is a pretty good weapon. It's behind a Robux paywall for, like...
Technically, no. Technically, you can buy it if you're a super duper sweat and have 700 keys, bro. No one's getting that. From keys.
Yeah. Henry, do you have anything else to add?
Not really, although I would like to argue with your statement that it isn't very good at a range. For essentially a Robux shotgun, 14 damage at a range from a range is actually a really good amount of damage. But regardless of that little factoid, it's an S tier weapon. Like, no one's arguing with this.
Yeah, I will say, like, the black hole is not as powerful as it looks.
You can get out of it, like, just by spam sliding.
Like, if I spam it here, like, he's moving around, so it's much harder to hit.
And it's not necessarily difficult for me to hit him while I'm spinning.
Yeah, so it is somewhat harder than just using against these non-moving practice dumps, but it still is an insanely good weapon from range. Yeah, I think this is probably an S tier weapon, simply because it deals a lot of damage and the ability is just straight OP.
Alright, on to our next weapon. Our next weapon will be the Permafrost. It is also located behind a Robux paywall, although last season, if you used Robux, you could get the Battle Pass, and it would be free at the first level. It essentially, it's kind of like a burst rifle, but cold, and it just does a decent amount of damage from the thing, and then it has an ability, which I will demonstrate.
Just showcase, don't shoot me, just showcase.
It's essentially a freeze ray, and how did that miss? But this weapon can be paired especially well, like, as in, everyone here watching our video should know the shorty freeze ray tactic. This is essentially a way to do that, but instead of only having one shot to hit the freeze, you get in as many shots as you need, provided you don't run out of ammo.
Yeah,
because the freeze does take ammo away.
One clip is anything left in the clip is taken out. So what I would recommend is like shooting. So what I would recommend is like shooting your permafrost down to like 1, like this, like 2, and then using the ability, because it won't take away as much ammo if you really care about that. But most games you really won't really run out of ammo, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Yes,
stop
even with
showing
the ability, it is a sufficient amount of ammo.
Also, just some facts, like it deals 28 damage to the head if you hit all burst, 35 to the head if you hit all burst. So it's not too much of a headshot multiplier, but it does have a decent amount. Yeah, I would say this is a pretty good weapon, and I am lagging kind of. I would say it is pretty easy to hit shots. Like, you have me who sucks at the game, and I'm still managing to hit some pretty good shots at range with this. Like I suck at the game. My aim is trash, but I'm still able to hit like good shots with some half decent mobility. Where the hell are you, dude? So yeah, I would say this is a pretty S tier weapon. You know, like there's really no downside to buying this with Robux. Combined with the fact that it also comes with the distortion. So
Wait, it does?
I think there's a bundle you can buy where it comes with the distortion for like 2,000 Robux or something like that. So yeah, I would say this weapon is probably an S tier weapon, simply because, like, you know, it deals a lot of damage in short bursts, and also is just a pretty good weapon.
No, you're using shorty, bro.
Like there's a reason this thing is in a Game Pass.
Nice.
The next, do you have any comments?
On the permafrost, I was kind of the one who started the entire rant about it. So
What did you say?
Oh wait, yeah, S tier.
S tier, yeah. All right, the next weapon that I have on our list is the energy rifle.
Oh wait, I need to swap out my weapons.
This thing deals 20 damage to the body and 25 to the head, so there's not too big a multiplier, too big a headshot multiplier, but it is pretty good. And as Henry is showcasing now, you can see that the bullets are bouncing a lot. Like, they do bounce a lot, which is pretty good in, like,
close range maps like Arena.
Yeah, like, or even like back rooms where there's so many walls to like bounce off of.
I'm pretty sure it has a maximum amount of bounces though.
Yeah, it only bounces 3 times. It also comes with the energy pistols, which we'll cover in a second video.
The energy pistols are honestly so much better than this, but as I said, as Parker said, we'll cover that in a later video.
Yeah, so anyways, let's just showcase the rifle instead of the pistols, and you get that the pistols are better. Anyways, so yeah, it also comes with a scope, which you can kind of see here. I have it so that my crosshair goes above my scope, so that's not really the case. Most people would think this is pretty good in like team modes, where like you can ricochet, and as you can see, I'm getting damage on like all the dummies. But it really is not as good as you would think it is. The ricochets are really hard to land, and unless you're in like a close range map, it can just be insanely hard to hit your shots, especially the ricochets. Something that doesn't really affect the ranking, it does come with the energy pistols, like we've said a million times before. So that makes it more worth your Robux, because this is a Robux weapon, but I feel like sometimes it just doesn't really live up to like being a Robux weapon, you know?
Yeah, although another bonus that comes with the energy rifle is as you can probably see on Parker's screen, it has infinite ammo.
Yeah, in the bottom right. It does have infinite ammo, so like if you
can literally just spam it, which makes it very annoying, and is why you should never use it.
Yeah, like if I get another gun, let me go energy rifle and like handgun. Like you can see with the handgun, I have to like shoot, and I'm out of ammo and I have to reload. That's not the case with the energy rifle. You can just hold it and be infinitely firing bullet. Yeah. Because like if you can get infinite ricocheting bullets on a close range map, if you can get infinite bullets on a close range map like Backrooms, it's gonna be insanely busted. Even though it's not as good as some of the other, this weapon in S tier, because like The infinite ammo is great. The ricocheting bullets are great in close range. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
An S tier?
Probably low S tier.
I'm rating this weapon an F. No, not F. It's okay. I'm giving it a B tier.
B tier?
It honestly isn't the greatest weapon, and like honestly, there's so many better options.
Okay, our next weapon that we have is the flamethrower. This
And
weapon,
I will be showcasing this one.
yeah, this weapon does come with a
commenting.
Robux paywall, like all of the ones that are golden do. So just keep that in mind.
It's called Prime.
Prime, yeah. So Henry's here to showcase it. Take it away.
So essentially, the flamethrower. It's exactly what it sounds. It's a flamethrower. Its ability, essentially, if you point it at the ground, it launches you up in the air, and if you are already in the air, it launches you higher. Although, you can use it in other ways. If you do it on an enemy, it launches them, which can be used in open maps like construction to knock your enemies right off the map, which makes it extremely useful. But the actual weapon, essentially, it's a flamethrower. It throws flames, and so how it works is like it's got 100 fuel, but the fuel recharges over time. It essentially, I don't really know how to explain the damage. Just it lights them on fire and they take DOT.
It deals 8.5 damage, and then the burning stacks for a total of 35 damage.
But that's only if you just click once.
Yeah, like most times when people use the flamethrower, they're gonna be like up in your face, flaming you, like that. It's just it's really easy to get killed with this thing, especially in close range. The place where this thing is, I don't want to say lacking, because not like it's not good. It's just the place where it's least good at is like in like 5v5s where like there's a ton of people and you kind of have to like run away and wait for it to recharge. So that can be annoying sometimes, but I don't really think this weapon has very many downsides. What about you?
Yeah, I honestly have to agree with it. Really, it's the biggest downside, however, for me, is it's got no range, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's like 2 blocks in front of you, and then, so like if your opponent is just half decent with movement or has smoke grenade, then you cooked, bro. You gotta choose a new melee. Or
Yeah,
not melee. You gotta choose a new primary.
Yeah. Like, this guy is 50 studs away, and I just cannot hit him. 25 studs, it still deals good damage. I mean, he's 25 studs away, and I can't hit him. So, yeah, the thing you said about the range is completely valid. I personally would pair this with more long-range secondaries, like Revolver, Uzi, maybe Spray. Just because, like, you need something to, like, bring your opponents in. I will say, though, like, if we roll over here and, like, grab, like, the grappler, the brand new weapon from Season 3, this thing can pull people in. So, like, if I, like, go over to this guy, hit him, it should be pulling him in.
It's got a limited range.
Oh, yeah. So, what it does is it's gonna, like, pull him in, and I can just instantly combo him up. Like this. Like, he's 50 steps away, pull him in. I guess. I haven't really used it that much. So yeah, I would say this is an S tier weapon. It is just insanely good, and yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also gonna have to go S tier. This start of this video, folks, it may not be very entertaining, as most of these primes are going to be S tier weapons.
Yeah. Alright, the next weapon that I have is grenade launcher. It fires grenades, and if it gets you in the explosion radius, it deals 40. If you hit them, it deals 80. And you can also, you used to be able to switch between like impact and bouncy when you right click, but it's not looking like that's the case anymore. I see what they did. They have it so if you right click, the grenade bounces, and when you left click, it deals bounce, or yeah, you get it. The other one that I didn't mention. So yeah, it has impact and bouncy. Impact obviously explodes on impact. Bouncy obviously bounces the grenades. I will say this weapon is very strong. But it's kind of lacking in the long range unless you use like bouncy, but it doesn't really bounce all that much, you know? Do you have anything to say?
No, I honestly have to agree with that assessment. It's honestly, while it is a good weapon, I would not use it as my primary. Like, it's just not good enough.
Yeah, I will say though, this can have some really good mobility, especially in like close range, where I can like throw it at the ground, bounce up, you know. That's something it does have, mobility. I would probably rank this probably a B tier, maybe.
I'm honestly gonna call it an A tier. It's not that bad, but it's not that good either.
Yeah, it is good for taking out like multiple enemies, if that means anything.
And then it's also great for movement. Have you seen those clips of just people flying around docks with satchels and the grenade launcher? It's so satisfying to watch.
Alright, the next weapon I have is the minigun. This is also a Robux paywall weapon like all the other weapons in this video. It has 300 ammo. When you right click, it sort of charges it up and then it releases it. It deals 8 damage on body shot and 10 damage on headshot, but it fires insanely quickly and you can kill people very efficiently. A downside that the minigun has is its damage drop off in range is kind of crazy. Like, it's really hard to hit, and I know I just hit like a bunch of shots there, but like he's not moving. So it's really hard to hit in range. Up close, it's pretty good.
And with my sniper, I can see that he definitely missed more shots there than he hit.
Yeah, especially in range. And also, like, it does decrease your movement. We're gonna race to that yellow guy. We're gonna start here. We're gonna race to that yellow guy, and I'm gonna hold the minigun, and he's gonna hold whatever it is he wants to hold. 3, 2, 1, go. See, he is way faster than I am. Just keep running a straight line. He got so much more ground than I did. I'm probably like, I don't want to say 50%, but a lot less.
It does actually say in the weapon screen.
Yeah, it does say, obviously. But, you know, this weapon is good in close range. It's lacking in, like, mobility in long range because, like, it's just not that good in long range. Long range especially, this thing lacks. For sure. Anything else?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
That's
so
really
where
all.
would you rank this?
This, I would honestly have to rank it at, like, it is, while it is good, it ain't the best, but it still is good enough for me to call this an S tier weapon.
Okay. I would say that, like, this weapon, it's very hard for you to, like, cleanly do mobility because it has that sort of short wind up. So, like, if I'm going up to this guy and I try to do a fist up, see how long that took? That is not clean at all. That is not efficient. Your opponent can probably hit some shots. But regardless, it's probably a high A tier, low S tier weapon, just simply because it's really good. The next weapon that we have is the last prime weapon, and it is the paintball gun. This weapon deals 22 damage to the body, and you get nothing for doing headshots. This weapon shoots out at a moderately fast rate. It does not have a lot of ammo at all, though, especially if you're doing like 5v5s. When you right click, it also shoots out like a burst of paint, which does this obscure your? I think it obscures your vision, but I don't know.
Here, test it on me. Test it on me.
Does this obscure your vision?
Yes, a lot.
Okay. What about when I shoot? Because I think it used to obscure.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It still does.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So you can fire off the paint bomb, which obscures your opponent's vision a lot, and you can also fire.
Doesn't it take up ammo? Though?
Yeah, it does. Does it take up ammo? No, it does not take up ammo. And so yeah, this is a Robux paying weapon, but you know, I think it's okay.
Do you want me?
Yeah, like as it deals damage, your screen gets covered with paint, so that makes it kind of harder to see.
Nah, we're keeping this in though. Yeah. Ah! Shoot, forgot there was jump pads.
Or you just fire the paintball. So that's what it looks like when they fire the ability. It obscures their vision heavily, and you can kind of just like combo them up a little bit. So yeah, I would rank this weapon probably a solid A tier. Most of the primes are A tier. So yeah, well,
But anyway,
thoughts?
No. But at the end of this video, stick around because you will get to see me and Parker duke it out.
Yup. Alright, so A tier weapon?
Yeah, honestly, for me, this is an A tier weapon too. I have to agree with that ranking, bro.
Alright, now we are moving on to our first non-paywall weapon.
Yo, wait,
so,
I'm calling dibs on presenting sniper. I love sniper.
So for the first non-pay weapon of the video,
The default!
it is the assault rifle. This is the default weapon to start off the game. Sorry, what am I doing? This is a default weapon to start off the game. It deals 12 damage to the body and 15 damage to the head. So a decent amount of damage, especially because you have 20 in the clip and it fires really fast. I would say this is a pretty good weapon. This is a really good weapon. What do you say?
Yeah, that really honestly pretty much covers it. It's just a good weapon in general, very well rounded, which really helps make this game very user friendly. Like I see a lot of pros that just use the assault rifle.
Yeah, it is the beginner weapon. I think that's great because it is so insanely easy to get kills with this item. Like especially because it has the scope is great. You can it's
the scope honestly actually ain't great.
It's accurate with the scope. It's accurate without the scope. All I say is I miss all my shots. But like,
well, actually, no. That was just because I killed the guys.
Yeah, but anyways, like, I suck at the game, and I'm still able to get 3 easy kills with this weapon. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I kind of suck at the game, but like with this, it makes it very easy to get shots, and you know, it's very easy to hit and very beginner friendly, and I think it's probably an S tier. Next weapon on our list is the bow. This thing deals 30 damage to the body and 60 to the head. You can also right click to charge it up, which at fully charged it deals twice the damage.
I just
So yeah, the bow is pretty good. It is one of 3 weapons that have a double jump, with that being the bow, the daggers, and the fists, all of which I have equipped right now. So the bow is meant for mobility, and it does that job pretty well, actually, I will say. Any comments?
Yeah, I have to agree with that. It is meant for mobility, but in terms of using it as an actual weapon, this is actually one of the worst weapons in the game in terms of damage and actually using it to fight. Like, if I'm being honest, it kind of sucks anywhere other than movement. Don't use this weapon. You need to be extremely skilled to actually pull off the bow.
Yeah, and what I'm gonna say is, like, it's a pretty good weapon, but why use, like, a pretty good weapon when you can use a weapon that one-shot headshots, you know? Like, that's why the bow is bad, because, like, it's a perfectly balanced weapon, but in Rivals, perfectly balanced weapons are outshined by insanely busted weapons that just one-shot headshot, you know? So what I would say is I would call this a B or maybe C tier weapon, simply because it takes a lot of skill to use, and there are just better options, I would say.
For the same reasons, I'm calling this a D tier weapon. It's not good. Even if you do have the skill to use it, it just ain't good enough.
Yeah. Next weapon on our list will be the burst rifle. This weapon, how much does it cost? Who cares?
It's like 35, I think.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, the burst rifle shoots in bursts of 3. Obviously, it's called the burst rifle after all. if you hit all of them to the body, it deals 60 damage and 75 if you hit them all on the head. This is insanely good at long range with there being not very much drop off. What else? It also has an insanely fast reload time, as you just saw there.
Well, actually, there is a bug where if you spam reload with the burst, if you like shoot then reload, it actually makes it so that you can like it essentially becomes the assault rifle but dealing more damage because of the bursts. So while I do not abuse this bug, if you are bad enough at the game that you're willing to turn to that, then I'm just giving you options.
Yeah. You obviously have to have shots in the clip to do it. So, like, let me just do an example now. Yeah, like right there. That is a massive bug that I don't really see because, like, on computer, I have to stretch my finger to R. You know, it's not very efficient on computer, so
It's really more of a
yeah, it is pretty good.
It's really more of a mobile glitch, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it.
You can do it on computer, just it's not as good on computer.
There is also a strategy where I can, like, flick my camera while it's bursting and deal damage to multiple enemies, which can be good in, like, 5v5s. But something about it is just really hard to hit unless your opponents are, like, all clustered up. But that rarely happens.
Yeah, unless your opponents are dumb.
Yeah, so despite all of that, I will still rank this probably A to S tier weapon because it's really good in long range and just does its job really well.
I'm honestly also gonna rank this an A tier weapon. It is an amazing weapon for if you're just starting out. I would buy this as my first weapon. It's great for learning how to play the game. It does give you a slight edge against players who are more experienced than you, and just overall, it's a good weapon. I still use it often. It's just a good weapon, like. Yeah. It does good damage, it's got good range. Like, who wouldn't use this weapon?
Yeah, and I will say, like, this doesn't really fall off as you get better at the game, you know? Like, yeah, it's still
I use it pretty much the same amount as I used to.
Yeah. Our next weapon is the crossbow. This weapon is kind of like the bow with it having one ammo in. It deals 37.5 damage to the body, and if you hit a headshot, it deals 75. It also, as you can see, has a scope that, in this scope, for some reason, is not affected by, like, the static crosshair setting. This weapon is pretty accurate at long range, with me being able to hit pretty good shots from long ways away.
It's really just a debuffed sniper. Don't use it.
Yeah, and like you saw there, like, the sniper is kind of like the older brother of the crossbow.
Yeah, it can just beat up the crossbow whenever it wants.
Yeah. And that's the thing with this. Like, it's just a debuffed debuffed sniper, which is like, you know, why use the crossbow when you can use the sniper? That's just
unless
good.
Unless you're newer at the game and you didn't have enough keys to buy sniper, so you got crossbow instead. Yeah. Then respect, but just get sniper.
Yeah,
don't even bother. Just save this. Just save the keys, bro.
Like, while it's a pretty good weapon, it just has its place, and that place is kind of just like the weapon that's just there that no one really uses.
Yeah.
While I do think it is like, I don't feel like it deserves to be a bad weapon because it's easy to hit shots. But the sniper is easy to hit shots, and it one-shot headshots, and it deals more body shot damage than this. So, like, what's the point of using this over sniper? Yeah, so, like, sniper's kind of its main competitor. I would put this in probably B or C tier. What about you?
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
The next weapon on our list is the gun blade. This is a very unique weapon.
Unique.
It deals 45 damage to the body and 55 to the head. It also switches to melee when you use it, which when it's melee, you kind of have like this little dash that's really good for mobility. In melee, it just deals 35 damage, and when you hit a shot, it deals a follow-up shot, dealing 50 damage if you land it. It doesn't matter if you just hit this shot to the body or head in melee, because it will always just headshot them for some reason.
Because that's just how it's built. It's just built different, guys.
This is like a medium range weapon, I would say. Medium to long range. I will say it is insanely fun to play with. It also kind of has like no reload, but like melee is kind of hard to hit sometimes. So any thoughts?
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Melee is pretty difficult to land sometimes, and I honestly just don't like using the weapon. It's not very good. There's so many better options. Just like if you're using gunblade, get a life.
Though it's insanely fun to play, it is not very viable. So I would put this in probably a C tier weapon.
E tier for me.
Oh.
E is for excellently bad.
Our next weapon is the RPG. This fires rockets that deal 50 damage when you get hit in the radius and 100 damage if
Show off the mobility
you in the head. You can also kind of do some mobility stuff.
Here, I'll demonstrate the mobility.
I feel like every noob has went through the RPG hating phase. Even me, like I used to hate this gun, but now like at a higher level, it's not as good as we all thought it was, and it's just not very viable. Especially because of the high knockback. Like, what are you pairing that with? I feel like
actually, it does slow you down 15%.
Yeah, it does slow you down 15%. So yeah, I am slower like that. Yeah, I see the speed up difference, but only a tad bit. 50% is a bit though. So I feel like this isn't really viable just because it's easier for your opponents to hit shots, and also look at how much. This is not good in long range. Like, look at how much time that takes to travel.
Yeah, your
to the
opponent
enemy. They can
easily dodge.
Yeah. So I feel like while it's good when you're not good at the game, as soon as your opponents actually start getting brain cells, you'll see that it's not good anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, this is an extremely no skill weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our next weapon that we have on the list is the shotgun. This weapon fires bullets in kind of like a diamond form.
Warning, you will be hated if you use this.
Mm-hmm. If you hit all of the shots to the body, it deals 75. To the head, it deals 112.5. So obviously those are pretty strong stats. And in case you didn't realize, this is a close range weapon. I would say there are really no downsides to using it besides like the range. Like, this guy is 50 studs away, not very far away, and I'm hitting 16, 75 studs away, 4, you know? So it's horrible at range, but that's obviously not what this gun was designed to do. It was designed to be in close range, and I think it does that job well. Like, if you can just get in close range, you'll be hitting a lot of shots quickly and a lot of shots really efficiently. So I feel like there's really no downside to using this bad boy in close range, because like it kind of blows all of the other close range options out of the water, you know? Like, I don't know, name a close range weapon. RPG blows it out of the water.
Really, bro? You're using blows to describe the RPG?
Ha ha ha.
Yes, you're so funny, Parker. Hilarious.
Like, it blows the RPG out of the water. It blows what other close range weapons we got. It doesn't necessarily blow flamethrower out of the water, but it blows most other close range bows.
It blows all non-pay-to-win close range weapons out of the water.
Exactly. So I feel like this is probably this is probably a S tier weapon, probably less than flamethrower, because that's the one close range primary that I can't beat out. But I feel like this weapon is probably one of the best paying to win weapons just in the entire game, you know? Any thoughts on the shotgun?
The shotgun, yeah, honestly, just don't do this unless you're just starting out. Just, please don't. It's so annoying, my god, bro.
Yeah, it is annoying, but it is really good, and it doesn't really fall off once you get better. Yeah, so our next weapon and final weapon of the video
is gonna be demonstrated by me because I love sniper.
Yep, it is a sniper.
Alright, so essentially it does 50 damage on body hit and 150 on headshot. 150 is a one-shot kill, which is insanely busted, and a lot of people want it nerfed, which apparently it was. It used to have 5 ammo per clip with a total of, I'm pretty sure, 20 ammo, but now it is down to 16 ammo with 4 ammo per clip, but it is still extremely good, as I said. Its headshot is a one-shot kill. With mobile, you will be hated for using it, but you're gonna be good at the game, bro. Just use sniper, bro, if you're mobile.
Sniper is an insanely brain-dead weapon. It's very easy to hit headshots, especially if you're aiming.
Actually, the hitboxes for sniper is actually much smaller than normal weapons.
Yeah, but for me, I feel like it's because of the scope, it's just insanely easy. And also another fun fact, it does have piercing bullets. So like you saw me there, like hit multiple enemies. You could see that like the hit markers. It hit multiple enemies. Let me just try it again.
But yeah, remember But remember to stick around for the entire video so that you can see me and Parker
duke it out.
Yes.
Yeah, but I feel like this weapon is just insanely good. There's really no downside to using it.
Except close range.
Oh, except close range, yeah. But in close range, it is somewhat easier to hit headshots. It's also...
But if your opponent has a decent weapon, then you're cooked.
If they have a decent...
Which is why I use daggers as my secondary.
Yeah. Daggers is a really good option, or like usually... I feel like that's also a pretty good option. So yeah, I feel like the sniper is probably an S tier. It doesn't fall off.
It's probably the most used weapon of the game.
Yeah, I would not be surprised because I used to see sniper like almost every single game back when I was a wee little bronze player in Rivals.
Ooh,
now I'm a silver 3 player. No.
Sure. What are you actually?
Silver 3.
Sure.
I promise I'm silver 3.
Alright.
The ranks got reset, so you can't prove me wrong.
Oh my god.
Okay, anyways, yeah, I would say sniper's an S tier weapon. Yeah, there's nothing really else to say.
Alright, then that is the end of the video, other than what we've been talking about this entire time. Parker, get over here to the Q pad.
Okay, we are duking it out right now. We're just going to be using random everything, and we will only be using primaries because, you know, the video was on.
Well, for mirror matchup, it's default random.
Yeah, I know, but we will only be using random weapons. Yo, only using random weapons, or only using primaries, because that's what the video was about.
Oh. You said only using random weapons.
I meant only using primaries.
Alright, fine.
Stop hiding from me.
No.
Okay, so that was our first matchup of primary only random stuff. The next one is...
Oh, I forgot that the fire actually does fire damage.
You can quick melee. See, that's where the assault rifle is broken, because, you know, it's just, like, look at these okay, I got cooked, but you see.
Woo!
Okay, on to the next one, which is Gunblade. There we go. That is why the gunblade is so versatile.
I wouldn't say it's versatile, but it's okay.
Okay. Yo, I'm gonna cheat a bit.
Hey. Not cheating.
Oh, I'm kind of scared. How are you not dead?
I was dead.
Oh my gosh. Okay, next weapon, the burst rifle. Hey, you cheated.
Hey, you cheated too.
Okay. Try to keep no cheating. See, like, look at the burst rifle. Just one burst, 58 free damage. Bro.
What?
Stop cheating. I saw that warp stone.
It's not cheating.
Mean word.
My bad.
Nice. Okay. For real, lock in, bro.
Alright, fine.
Our next weapon is the crossbow.
The crossbow.
I'm allowing quick melee, but I'm not, like, just quick melee, dude.
Quick melee and quick utility.
No, not quick utility, because quick utility is just normal utility.
So? If we're doing quick melee, we can do quick utility. Yes!
Oh, nice. No! Okay. It's 3.
Oh, this is almost the same thing.
Yeah. Ah, what the hell?
No! Shoot! I was out of ammo!
Oh my gosh, who won that?
You did!
Oh my.
No!
That was so intense, bro.
That was crazy. I jump scared you, bro.
Bro, I was camping and I...
Yes!
Good game, it's 4-4.
Oh my god. Ooh, permafrost.
I mean, it's not like you can combo it with anything, because...
Well, there's knife.
Oh, there's quick
And quick melee.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, damn.
I got cooked. I tried
was-
to throw it, but because of the cooldown, I got lost.
Oh.
Alright, GG's. No, alright. Thank you for watching. Make sure to watch out for our next video where we rank every secondary. Ah!